Hey everybody, and welcome to the pre-show, where you can get all of your wonderful farm sim friends together. It's not too late to join. We are back on Binks server, and we are going to once again try to help him with his charity live stream.
I cannot find it.
For the cows again?
Yeah. If you want, you can give them some feed. I'm going to harvest the field, he said.
Tristan the man, what is up?
It has to be done anyway.
EDU Buzz. How do we say that? Ed Buzz?
Hendrik just asking how can he see the triggers. Hendrik, you have to enable console, right? FARMER-KLEIN, do you remember where do you enable console? You have
to do it in one of the XMLs.
Yup, I think game XML. I think. But Hendrik, if you can search on YouTube, there be for sure instruction how to do this and where to do this. In which file?
Alright, that'll hold them for a wee bit. Get back to planting our canola. So this is a charity live stream to help the organization Mind, which is a UK-based organization to help with mental health and mental health awareness. I know, Mighty Mike. It's going to stay up until the 6 minutes counts down. We're not really starting until 8 o'clock. It's all automated. It'll go away once the clock gets down to 0. We do it this way because it lets us interact and while we wait for other people to join. Also, in theory, if we are just getting the live stream started, it helps us make sure we got the bugs worked out before we go live for real, for realsies. Oh, I know why it's messing up. My wheel is still turned. Rob, what is up? And Will, welcome back. That's right, we are back. Took a quick little break. Picked up the groceries, made dinner for the family. Managed to run a race on iRacing. Hoorah! In fact, I think that will probably be the race I'm going to publish tomorrow. Deforesting Woodshire. I tell you, that map is a really nice map. It's almost sad when it came out, right? It came out so long ago that so many people don't know about it. Either they forgot about it, never knew about it, because, well, in the map game and in the mod game, it's so much what's come out recently. Yeah, a mod that came out 6 months ago is just lost in the maelstrom of what shows up tomorrow, the next day. Yeah, if it's not been out in the last couple weeks, it's not on anyone's mind. I know Woodshire is never on my mind until someone says, hey, yeah, I'm playing Woodshire. I'm like, oh, yeah. I remember that map way back before Seasons came out. Where are you harvesting?
121.
All right. I'm just putting canola in the ground. If you need somebody to
Okay.
unload you, let me know.
All right. For now, I've got 29%, so I'm cool.
How has everybody's Saturday been?
Thank you, Hendrik, for watching.
I did fix
That's a good
the
night.
I did fix the farm sim countdown timer. That was set to the wrong time zone. So I originally had it set to midnight my time, and that's not right. It needs to be set to midnight Giants time, so we've adjusted that. So that is now the legit countdown. What are you using to cut down those trees, Rob? Are you doing it the old-fashioned way? Or you use a Rotney tree harvester? "40 seconds to go. Mark, what is up?" Ah, the Ponzi. It'll be interesting to see if the Ponzi makes its return in 22 or not. I have to say, it's showing its age. Showing its age compared to some of the newer stuff. Oh, you got yourself a regular system down, huh? Cut 160, pick them up. Cut another 160, pick them up. Do you use autoloader or you do it manual? All right, folks, let's just get this thing started. And welcome back to Susquehanna River Valley, everybody. We are here on, well, Susquehanna River Valley, as I said, but we are not on our normal Susquehanna River Valley for full throttle farming. We are on Binks' charity live stream multiplayer server. He is doing a 12-hour charity live stream. Do you know how many hours you are in so far?
Since 4 p.m. it's what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, I think.
Well, so you're gonna get to 4 a.m.
I don't know.
Right, 12 hours, right? That's the goal. So it's 1 a.m. now, right? So you got another 3 hours. Let's do this, right? We can do this. So yeah, he's going to go for a 12-hour charity live stream. I did pin the charity that he is working toward. There we go. We got her now. So it is the charity Mind, and they are working towards mental health awareness, mental health improvement. All right, I'm going to come offload you.
I've got 79% only.
It's okay, I'm done. I'm done over here.
So, okay.
It's that or pick up grass and feed the cows, which I can do after I unload you. Oh, it's like I just planted that field. Maybe I didn't plant that one. I don't remember.
Maybe that's because I've got plant grow on fast.
Ah, autoloader. Cheater loader.
Go on.
Cheater loader, right? I completely understand there. I mean, who wants to auto load 1,600, or who wants to manual load 1,600 trees? I sure don't want to.
This beacon on this John Deere so cute. Oh, I haven't even noticed it has 2 on the cab as well. I've just seen this one at the back.
Get out of the way, cows! Ah, he just missed it. So yeah, 119 days, 22 hours and 53 minutes, and we will all be able to play Farm Sim Double Deuce. Super exciting. We got grass down over here. We got grass everywhere. See, that's the best thing about seasons is folks that have OCD. You know, the grass just rots away if you don't pick it up. So then you're not constantly all fretting about having stuff lying around. Let's go here and grab a windrow. DBW Farms, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, we got a semi over here. I wonder what that one's got in it. Mark, what is up? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. What's the name of that band? Anybody remember? Sorry about that.
In order for someone to get
Got a little
the
cough
copy
going on.
of FS Premium, I set out the nearly impossible question to answer, and no one so far have answered. How do you spell sorghum? Yeah, sorghum.
So guys, you heard it right there. If you wanna learn, if you wanna win a copy of Farm Sim 19 Premium Edition, head on over to Binks' YouTube channel. It'll come up here in a moment. And tell him how you spell sorghum. It's gonna be something we're gonna have to learn. Critical. Do we believe we have crop destruction turned off? Oh, we'll just stop here. Things are going crazy. Morning, Connor. How are you doing today? How is your Sunday faring?
Okay, I'm out. Thank you.
Alright, let's unfold that. Let's go get this truck that's just randomly parked over here. Tell you, I'm so used to having the additional game settings mod installed where it has the fast engine start, where all you have to do is hit the forward key and it turns the engine on for you. That's why every time I get in a vehicle, I just hit W and it's like, turn engine on. I'm like, oh, I need to turn any engine on. Alfredo Farms, what is up? Oh. And we're unloading.
You guys gotta be at it a little longer.
Indeed.
Hello.
Come on in. Binks says he's got 3 more hours in him. I want to be here till the bitter end if he's going to go to 4 a.m. his time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 hours, right?
Yep.
All right, we're going to do it.
Yep.
We're going to do this. Because it's only 8 o'clock for me. See, I got the easy part.
Well, yeah, it's easy for you, yeah, because it's 1 a.m. for me.
You had lots of friends to help start out. You need the people to help finish. Give you that
You're
motivation.
right.
Now apparently I can talk, so you're gonna be on your toes muting me.
Oh my, that's okay. Guess what? Guess what? I've got the beep button. That was funny. Did you watch the Q&A session? The second Q&A session?
What was the highlight of it? I haven't watched the last one.
Okay. Well, the second Q&A session, they did a fake beeping out, and then they unplugged a big plug, which I guess was supposed to be like, I don't know, unplug his mic, but it was just a giant electrical plug. But someone asked a question about something, I forget what it was, and Lars was gonna like answer it, but it was, you know, one of those things that you shouldn't say. So he was like, let me tell you, then he started to say blah blah blah, but they didn't hit the, you know, the bad word beep fast enough. So you heard, well, this is how it's going to work, and he went blah blah, and then they did the beeping. So then they hit the beep, and I was like, oh, well, that wasn't, you didn't do that good enough. I mean, it was all recorded. They could have went back and, I mean, they added the beep after the fact. They could have added it a little bit better. Oh, okay. Rob says it was the AI helper menu. They asked a question about the AI helper menu. He's like, well, let me tell you about the AI helper menu. And then they beeped it out, but he wasn't going to say anything anyway. Where are you going?
Sorry.
Well, you can probably put the rest of that in there. Right?
Yeah, because I got only 30%. So probably I could.
Herbicide, we don't need that anymore. Liquid Ferty. Let's go fertilize something. Ravenhawk, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Whenever I think of Ravenhawk, I think of one of those, like, Justice League superheroes. It's Ravenhawk. From the Justice League. Well, that's good to hear. What do you all think of the Farm Sim 22 feature to apply a double amount of fertilizer in one pass? I'm not sure if I like that. But basically, it looks like with a spray, either slurry or it sounded like maybe liquid fertilizer, you could hit the option to apply a double amount. And I don't know if I'm super cool with that. Apparently what it does is it just makes your sprayer run half speed, right? So you're still dumping the same amount down, you're just running slower. But you are in essence going to use twice as much product, because the way spray is formulated, it is formulated based on the speed that you travel across the ground. So in theory, this Rubicon, which runs at 14 miles an hour, is going through spray less than any other sprayer, which runs 7 miles an hour. Yeah, you just, well, yeah, right. Now you apply more. It's like if one cup is good enough, I'm gonna put 2 cups down. I don't know what their theory on that is, if it's just to speed up gameplay or what. But I'm not sure if I like it. Because they still only require 2 passes of fertilizer. So that means that now you can do double rate and then apply just fertilizer once and you're done. Yeah, I mean, in real life, if you mix the fertilizer too rich, you're going to burn your crop. So if I dump double the amount of fertilizer down, I'm going to burn my crop. I'm not going to do good. So obviously it's a feature that you can turn on or not turn on. So it's there for people that want to, I guess, fertilize and be done with it. I mean, in the end, it's like so many other things in Farm Sim.
All
you
right,
can turn it on,
anyone wants
or
a
you could turn it
harvester,
off.
I'm done.
So, if you don't want to plow, you just turn plowing off. If you don't like the weeds, just turn them off. If you don't like crop destruction, turn it off. If you don't like applying double the fertilizer, then just don't use it. But other people, I'm sure, will like it. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do something. Yeah, this is where having GPS helps. I can do things and still drive straight. Because we're always doing multiple things, right?
Now I'm looking for this. loading wagon?
I had it.
I
Where did I
found
put
it. I just found it, yeah.
I had it. I don't know where I left it. All right, so I just put a new chat command in. For anyone interested, you can now do explanation FE20 or FS22CE, and that will put up the Best Buy link to pre-order the collector's edition. That is obviously good for US-based individuals only. Now, I did learn that sadly, the collector's edition is available in the EU and North America only. So it's not going to be available in South America or Australia, sadly. I need to make a chat command for Farm Sim itself. So let's do that. Here we go. Why do I only think of these things when I'm in the live stream, right? I don't know. Referral codes. So for your future reference, explanation point FS22 will give you a referral link to go straight to the Giants website to pre-order the digital PC version of FS Double Deuce. Explanation point Steam will take you to Gamesplanet, and Gamesplanet offers Steam keys amongst many other digital distribution platform keys. And then explanation point Epic is now set up to simply display the creator code that I have set up. And the creator code is good for anything in their catalog. So that'll be useful for subsequent live streams. Oh, the fences. Scourge of this map. I don't think I even noticed your sink.
Say again?
When Darren came in, I don't even think I noticed his sinking.
Yeah, I noticed on this server when people sink in, it's kind of quick.
Okay.
It's probably because we really don't have much going on. I don't know. Now, this server is provided by, what, Fragnet, right?
Yes, Fragment, yeah.
So I don't really know too much about Fragnet. But yeah, shout out to Fragnet for providing this server for the charity live stream. Are we doing the dance? What's Darren think of Elm Creek?
Best one, yeah, that looked like some I'll play for a long time. Don't have to worry about messing with it.
I know, unless they've only managed to show us the good parts. But then again, they've showed us a lot of good parts, right?
I've seen some tweaking, but you gotta admit them barns and stuff is looking, they really upped their game in that department.
Indeed. I've been trying to get them to tell me how long they've been basically planning it out and developing it, but no answer yet.
It's nice to see the West Steel bins in there. Hopefully they made them work like we're used to.
Well, I mean, you know, we could always just deliberately only put one crop in a bin if they don't limit you already. What do you mean when you talk? What? What do you mean when I talk about storage? I'm gonna need some background there.
The cows look a little more lively.
Did you see him trotting in the background? I saw him trotting. I was like, look at that.
That and the AI cars, they were booking it, it looked like. Let's just spin it around here. See what else we got going on. It's easier with a trailer because the trigger pops up, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Let's go back here. Let's turn that on.
For those who don't know, back in SOB days when Old Ridge and all good modding was going on. Disco was a guy, he was like the first guy that kind of got me into modding and wanting to try all that stuff. Well, after 3 years, today he just dropped the bomb and he's coming back into the YouTube world. So if you haven't, subscribe and check him out. He's pretty cool.
Disco.
Yep.
You have to drop a link over in the Discord. Did he say what brought him back? Just
He's finally in a good place in his life and everything's settled down and he just wants to get back into doing it as a hobby. You know, all that
Nice.
good stuff. And he's got a little challenge, it looks like he's putting out for everybody to do that map we did that challenge on and won by Alien Jim. He's doing that at the moment. And I haven't seen the recent video, but he's breaking down what he thinks of FS22.
let's see, where is Darren at? Oh, he's over there? Yeah, Rob, what do you mean about the what do you mean about storage question? Ravenhawk, this is the server that's been set up for the charity live stream event. So this is not the server you've been looking for. So this is a different server than the normal Susquehanna River Valley.
Can I dump straw somewhere or just bale it?
You could dump it in in that silo. The one of the block-looking silos. It should hold it. Oh, storage. Yeah, okay. Well,
Oh yeah, it turned it into chaff, right?
no, it just stores it.
No side dish.
So that one you just passed it. This was just storage.
Alright.
So this will store straw, hay, grass, silage, all kinds of things. The blue one will do TMR, but the blue one needs corn, hay, and silage to make TMR. But that one will just store the product. So, all right, so the storage, I think what the question is related to the question that I had sent in that was asked during Q&A about with production, is there going to be built-in storage mods that will let you store your produced product or allow you to store the ingredients for those produced products, because we all know that players like to hoard things, right? And basically players are going to hold, they're going to want to hold on to their cakes, if you will, until there is a good price for the cakes. Well, the answer from the developer was basically no. They expect you to be selling your product as you produce it. So, and to combat the whole slot limit, pallet limit, bale limit for on consoles and such. Apparently the production is set up to spawn one pallet at a time. So it won't spawn another pallet until you take that first pallet away. Okay, but people are still going to hoard it. They're going to hold on to that olive oil.
Playing, I forgot how GPS works, so we're just zigzagging.
I don't even know if that thing has it. So yeah, I mean there'll be a mod for it.
I'm not using it, so but this mod is on the server, so you can equip it in the shop.
Yeah, I saw Raz had it earlier. So
Yep.
Yeah,
it's not that big of a deal, honestly. The way the production is set up is you can set it up to basically store the product, okay? Which means that it will not output, it will just store. You can set it up to basically be in production. That's pretty straightforward. It's going to make
sure
product.
You know where the shop is on farm.
You can set it up to sell the product. So if it's set up to sell the product, it makes the product, and then it will automatically sell the product.
We only got 3 hours, so I can rough it.
At a specific time frame.
Okay.
You know, so let's say every 6 hours it sells the product it's made. That's just a guess. Or you could set it up to distribute the product. And again, what it's going to do there is every such time frame, it's going to basically send the product it's made downstream. So it's not that big of a deal, but there will be, don't worry, there will be a mod for storing product. Somebody will make it. It's just, dare I say, a little disappointing that there isn't one built in. I mean, they've done so much other stuff, but again, the fact that there's production in the base game just completely overshadows that, in my opinion.
So Elm Creek says we get G. I think first two things I'm going to do is add some alfalfa and anhydrous, and I'll be a happy camper.
Is this ready? Ready to harvest barley. This is still growing over here. Is this ready? That's still growing. Millet. Rocked, what is up? Welcome to the stream. It sounds like, GE's going to show up right after release. I'm a little curious who's really upset about it, though. I mean, are they really that vocal? Oh man, we gotta find something that's good thing.
Oh, and I heard they're blah, 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 but I still figure there's got to be a way to put MTA back in.
Oh, I'm sure there's a way to put MTA in. They just gave their reasoning why they didn't add more angles at the start, you know, at the get-go. I figure you took all this effort to get this big flexi coil down here. I'm going to use it. So I just can't fathom it pulls the system down that much. Then again, I mean, I don't know. I guess if consoles are on the brink of not being able to run Farm Sim anyway, then
that's the main reason.
Anything new.
I never could tell a performance hit with 32, and back in 17 I ran the 64, and that was just marginal.
Now, I did like the fact that, well, I did find it interesting that he said that it would cause longer sync times. I wonder how much longer they really are. And I wonder how much bigger your save game really is. But it's interesting at least to know that it's more than just a visual thing.
Well, yeah, every little thing we do, mess with, you know, it's taking longer to process it. I'm just hoping everybody finds enough new assets that we don't have to keep seeing 13 and 15 buildings.
You're here because once they start adding that that parallax occlusion stuff, those old buildings are just going to look horrible. I mean, they already look bad, but they're just going to stand out clear, you know, like a sore thumb. Like, what is that? Yeah, and sync is supposed to be really quick now with 22. At least that's what they were saying. Of course, we won't know until we get 22 and can get dedicated servers. Don't worry, as soon as I can get a dedicated server for 22, we will get some for the channel because, well, we got Buku's credit with game servers. What were you most surprised to hear about during FarmCon? What feature was like, oh, really? They added that? Wasn't expecting that.
I think grapes.
SnowRunner
I'm
winch.
thinking more on the lines that I haven't found out enough about it yet, but the animal nav meshes, it seemed like they were able to place these things on hills more, and looks like you got more options there.
So I'd have to say the feature I was most floored about was Gearbox. I think I'll probably run automatic most of the time, but I might mess with it just a little bit.
Yeah, me too, but they didn't show enough gameplay to actually using it for me to make a judgment call on that.
Right. But I would say for me, it was like something that was just kind of out of the blue. Like, whoa. There was no hint, you know, until we saw that one, the Ropa driving down the road, and it had forward, neutral, reverse, and it had a little gear icon. And you're like, what? What is that?
I don't care about your NDA. The only question I have, I don't know why this bugs me. After all these games, I just want to know in the store, they put some words under those icons so I know what straw, grass, and hay is.
Exactly.
I don't know this. NDA be damned, I don't have the information to even withhold it from you. Now we did see a new icon for Slurry. Well, we'll have to figure that out, Rabbit Rob.
Yeah, I think you'll be getting that thing like a week early where you're allowed to show it off some, so I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you better, because I know 3 YouTubers that got to burn out on Farm Sim that they don't even play it anymore, and they still get this stuff, you know, earlier than everybody else.
Yeah, they're on the. They got on the media partner list.
Right.
And I guess they're still on the list, even though they're not active, putting out content. They're still, I guess, considered an influencer, maybe based on their substats.
Right. Well, the one guy, he, you know, he's been doing it, I know, for the 3 last games, and he pretty much only plays vanilla, so I think course play throws in there to spice it up for him, but other than that, you know, so I guess playing the same game with just minimal changes, you know, I guess you could get burnt out, pumping them out 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely, you know, they get burned out if you don't pace yourself, or if you don't change things up enough. Ravenhawk, we're going to stream until 11 p.m. because that is when Binks is going to be done his 12-hour live stream. So we're going to go to 11 p.m., which is going to be 4 a.m. UK time. And he started his stream at 4 p.m. So 12 hours is going to take him to 4 a.m. We're going to be here for every last minute of it. Oh, we just missed both sides. So yeah, I mean, there's folks that were prominent with the FS19 release that just seemed to have vanished, right?
Yep. I assume we inherited a field of poplars because I don't know anybody that's really going to be in a hurry to come up here and do these.
I don't think anybody planted them. Like, there's some fields of sugarcane too that I think we somehow own. Are we ready to make this morning?
6 hours. I'm gonna go 6 hours now.
All right, let's see. Look at that,
Alright.
7 a.m. Oh, get out of that thing.
It's funny how they never fixed that. Remember way back when we were testing the Emerald Coast, we all had to jump out of our vehicles so we didn't end up under the map? Well, I just
Yeah.
did that and it worked.
Yeah. I was getting under the map earlier.
Me too.
Yep, and you were probably all in a vehicle. Except for the guy that's actually initiating it.
Well, he's not in a vehicle.
That's why I say I've initiated before and ended up under the map, so. I've already emptied out. I'm trying to look at the map to see
okay.
where to go next. Looking real quick to see what's on 131. I think it's wheat.
So again, a reminder for anyone that is just joined us or joined us since we were last talked about it. We are here on Susquehanna River Valley, but it is not the normal Susquehanna River Valley we usually play on. This is a charity live stream server that has been set up, and we are playing to bring some awareness to mental health and all of that fun accompaniment. Rabbit Ron, thanks for the super chat. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Binks might need some coffee.
It's wheat, and it says it's full of wheat as well.
Binks needs some coffee. So yeah, I've pinned the comment up there. That is the donation link.
Oh, don't worry about them weeds. I'm chopping them up really good.
That will go to the charity event that he has set up for this particular live stream.
Oh, sorry, Cody. I just read your message. Am I ready for manual transmission? I don't know if I'll be using it. Will you guys?
What's the question?
Are you ready for manual transmission?
Oh, I might try it.
Because this was a feature in what, FS15?
It's always been an add-on.
Oh, I see.
All right, I need to go check on something real quick.
Okay.
There, I'll give you something to look at. Yo, 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 we are back. And you know what? It looks like I got more viewers while I was gone. Maybe I shouldn't even live stream. I should just start a camera and just go away. What do y'all think of that idea? Dave Demented, thanks for the renewal. If you are watching. Who's used a mind? Who has a used mind? Are we even unloading?
Yeah,
This dumb thing has barley on it. Oh my gosh.
I'm 90%.
What idea was that? I'm weaving all over the place trying to read chat because I didn't hear you say anything.
Oh, yeah, hit a button. I left, so I was just aerial watching you harvest. And I basically said that I gained more viewers just by sitting here doing nothing. So maybe I should just start the live stream and put the camera up in the air and just leave. Brett Pruitt, thanks, buddy, for the super chat. Thank you for covering FarmCon for those who could not watch it live. No problem.
Next time, give me a little forewarning so you know I'm not zigzagging around. Look like I played this game for many years.
That's okay. You just need a live stream, and then people can give you constant advice. Like hit the R key. I am hitting the R key. It's not working.
Yeah, those little moments. I remember you couldn't redo it, but remember when you showed the latest update to Hoff Bergman?
Okay.
And you were like throwing all them little bales manually on that elevator that Farmer Andy did.
Oh yeah.
How cool it is. And I was sitting there for the first time in my life. I went, "Oh my God, I made one better than him." Because my bales don't magic fly over, you know, up in the air and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, they don't float.
Heck no.
The little pat on your back.
Yeah, those moments in the modding community is not that often. So yeah, I had to.
You wanna
I had to take the dog a walk and let the neighbors know how great I am.
reach out to Farmer Andy and go, here. You may want to look at this one.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's like, oh, look at that. It floats on top. Oh! All right, we got to get this off the field. And then we got to jump back over here. Turn that off so we don't have that flipping. That's right, Kalish Farms, 119 days, 21 hours, and 56 minutes. And that has been adjusted now to reflect the proper time. I originally had it set to my time zone, so I had to fix that. How goes the charity? The charity drive goes well. We are going to be on for the next 2 more hours. We're going to take Binks all the way to 4 a.m., which is his 12-hour.
See, like, how often we could roll trucks down the interstate.
Ah, we could. Because we got to run them all the way up to the north. If Got a lot of poppies to take up there. Oh, look, we're gonna make use of the second fill chamber with a different fill type. If we can get the darn thing over there. There we go, people. We did it. We did it. So, guys, in chat, we asked Binks, we asked Darren. Let's ask you now. What is the one revelation that came out of FarmCon that just completely floored you? You had no idea. You weren't expecting it whatsoever. What was it? You know, that moment when you saw the feature, heard the feature, and you were like, are you kidding me? Or maybe you were like, heck yeah. Or you said any number of other interesting choice words. Oops. Is this thing ready yet? It's ready to harvest. Cut some alfalfa. Man, that's interesting. Thought the alfalfa would be a little more on top of it. Grapes. Season several, you know, you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. You can't be like several. Yeah, Charlie, we play on PC. Ah, the build mode. Alright, we're gonna have to go get a bigger tractor because this is an exercise in futility. I have Farm Sim on Steam. Yes.
I just saw that we've got a ton of crop in the silos.
The sound changes indeed. The sound sounded great.
Well,
okay, Rabbit Rob went with the build mode. Charlie, this is a charity live stream. So it is not necessarily open up to everybody. Of course that John Deere can handle it because when they set all the John Deeres up in game, they set them up overpowered. So we've got two folks for build mode. Great. Brett, what's specifically about grapes? Was it just the addition of grapes in general, or was it how you plant grapes, how you harvest them, care for them? The fact that grapes will regrow when you, after you harvest them, you need to clip them back with a specialty clipper, and then they'll regrow. So yeah, we gotta hunt down that JCB. It's got a bit more horsepower than this thing. I think there was a fair number of folks that were excited to see the older modeled tractors showing up. So there was an older modeled Massey Ferguson, and there was an older modeled John Deere that showed up. Yeah, I was really curious before FarmCon on how you plant grapes and how you plant olives. And now we know you don't plant them, you draw them out.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, James. I mean, that's pretty obvious that the fact that the game is highly modded, modders will come up with things that they want added, or things, functionality they want that the game doesn't have. Giants will realize that, oh, that is a popular feature. Let's incorporate that feature into the next version. I would say name a game that has modding that doesn't do that. It's nothing unique to Giants to incorporate mods from a previous version into the next version because that particular enhancement was popular. I mean, you want Giants to just deny a mod because we're like, no, we plan on adding that later.
Another
So,
nice improvement they've done.
y'all
that
don't
just
get to play with
occurred
it.
to me is the way you can do fences. That could be a lot neater now, and you don't have to hunt for where you want to put your placeables down from the other side of the map.
Oh, indeed, that
Definitely.
was annoying. When you go to the placeable screen, and next thing you know, you're, where am I at? I want to place something down where I was.
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like from the Q&A that Giants wants cross-platform too. They are just, I guess, hashing it out or battling it out with, probably with Sony. Yeah, totally. I mean, when I saw them draw the fence, I was like, finally. Because placing the fence one segment at a time was like, especially with the camera the way it works, was an exercise in futility. Because the camera would never give you a nice clean angle to see where the other fence line was. Let's find this JCB. JCB, where are you? Oh, I saw it. I see it. I see it. Motor Ascender, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Where'd it go? There it is. Now we'll be able to move at full speed.
I'll tell you what, Nitro, your dad, for learning how to pump up maps and started learning 3 years ago. He's made some pretty nice ones.
He has made some progress, for sure. Now it'll be figuring out what's changed in 22. Although they did say that the XML is not that dissimilar. So that's good. Sounds like maybe mods will be easier to convert, which also might be a bad thing because more of the things that shouldn't come over are going to come over. No, Rash, you must pick one. You must pick the Highlander feature. There can be only one.
Yeah, I've decided that I'm just going to leave every map that I've converted, made, whatever. I'm just going to let it die and start from scratch and do my own up.
Did I hear that Oxygen David had said something similar to that? I had heard it reported on a Discord that he had said something in Facebook. But since I can't fathom how to get anything out of Facebook other than what Facebook wants to tell me, I don't know.
I know he's working on a Gamesplanet or something farm, and that's to be released in 22. I don't really follow him that much.
Motor Ascender, we are on a specific server for a charity live stream.
Now, I thought was funny in the question and answer was Bullet Bill had a question. How did Elite stay away from anything modern like the Plague?
Well, I think it's if it looks better. I thought he had an exception with the sky, but Will said he had exceptions with not being able to blend round textures like he used to.
Yeah, I had that. When that first started to me, I wasn't too thrilled with it, but hey, progress. It was better than being limited to 4 chunks.
Yeah, that's what I was saying the other day. You know, back in the day, you could only have 4 unique textures over a certain area. And if you wanted more, well, too bad. but you can, I guess, blend them. Now you're not limited by the number of textures, but you can't blend them. So
Yeah, it gets blocky.
what do you want? Oh, someone put GPS on this one. How about them apples? Yeah, there's mods on the server.
Like the way Giants did their stone and dirt paths with the grass up the middle back through the fields. I
Wait,
try to
did-
do that, and it gets all like blocky and weird looking, like you're driving an off-road dump truck with through there. I like it to be, you know, nice and little narrow thing.
They did look good, didn't they? You know a guy? Yeah, Brett, I heard that. I heard them say in the Q&A that GPS was not going to be a feature. So it's on their to-do list, but it's not been done.
Like grain elevators, now we don't have to worry about dragging dump bellies up and having a front axle of his truck hanging in the air.
So, yeah. But we don't know what the AI helper menu does. So, obviously it's more than just hitting H. Right? What does AI helper menu do? Why would I need a menu? You know? Did they figure out a way to make a helper drive to a field? Would that be one of those, oh my god, features? You're like, are you kidding me? What else? What else? Let's think. What else could need a menu? If it's not GPS, but we've seen images that look like somebody is skipping lanes. Okay? Are they toying with us? Are they toying with us because they're calling, they're calling skipping lanes something other than GPS? Are they calling lane skipping something other than GPS? We don't know what the AI helper menu does. They wouldn't say anything. If you could queue up jobs, right, then that would imply maybe that they can travel to jobs. I mean, you couldn't, you wouldn't just say, I want you to cultivate fields 1, 3, 4, and 8. Go to it, helper B. Do they just spawn? Would they just spawn on those fields and do the work? I don't know. I gotta think. I gotta think to myself, what would I need a menu for a helper? Other than maybe to configure it to say, I want you to work a field this particular way, a la Course Play Light. I want you to do headlands first. I want you to skip lanes. I want you to use this piece of machinery and this vehicle and go to it. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Your imagination could run completely wild as to what the AI helper menu might be. You don't like the view distance in the new farm sim? The fact that you can see forever? The fact that there doesn't appear to be a render circle? Because I know you can see the render circle out there. We didn't really see that in the gameplay demos. I don't think we weren't ever really zoomed that far out, but we never really saw the render circle. Oh, of course he doesn't, because he doesn't like the blurring of the distance. Because, you know, your eye can see and focus to infinity and beyond. How about the shifting? The shifting animations on the shifter in the Fent? The shifting sounds? The wiper sounds? You know, then the only thing we need is actually water on the windows. Does this thing have four-wheel steer? No. That would help me get around a lot better. I'll have to go back and look at that JFK to pay attention to that more. Oh, okay. Those are springs. I was like, what are those things on the mowers? Those are springs with bolts.
I just saw billboard with DJ Goham and Clutch on it. And don't you have a billboard with your logo FARMER-KLEIN?
I don't know. I know I've got to sign up by the radio station. Nandis Gardner, thanks for the sub.
I remember that I seen your logo on a billboard, but I'm not sure was this on this map or something else.
It's definitely on Oklahoma.
I haven't played Oklahoma, so no.
You know, the little features like the crop blowing in the breeze. That was a That's a nice feature. Or total failure on that one. Didn't work out so great. I think we got enough alfalfa.
What's Raz doing? A spray on tan or something like that to get ready for his vacation? Because we need a Carter out there.
Yeah, he's doing that, and then he's gonna go play Viking Warrior.
Oh, did he get rid of his kids already?
Chris, I did not. Because I don't visit that mod website.
Hardy hard.
Yeah, you could, I guess. Rob?
Oh, you mean a real game? I just read it. I thought got rid of the kids and he's jumping around on the bed with some tube or something yelling, "I am Thor."
No. No. Yeah, there's a ton of maps on that mod website. And I would say probably most of those maps are not uploaded by the map author. And or they have uploaded them there because that website pays the modder per download, which in my opinion is a direct violation of the Giants terms of service, which says that you cannot profit from the distribution of a mod made with the Giants editor. So therefore, a mod website which pays you X dollars per 1,000 downloads, in my opinion, is a direct violation of Giants terms of service, and therefore is not a website that I will acknowledge. And I suspect Clancy Boy didn't put it there. So, yeah. That means someone else put it there, and they are, guess what? Getting money per download of someone else's work. Oh, really? Supposedly put up there by himself, huh? Let me guess. He's fed up with Giants, and he's just gonna put it there. And basically, what? Say screw you to the console groups? So for the console groups, it's like, you know what? Here it is on PC. Consoles, let's hope you have it because it's gone. You can't download it again? Is that really what they're going to do? I'm sure he put a post on Facebook just scathing Giants for their inability or unwillingness to pass
kiss your
his
mama
map.
every time you see her, you just
Right?
thank her for not naming you Gaylord.
Who's Gaylord?
I used Thor's name, so I'd rather be called Thor than Gaylord. I went to school with that, and I thought it was a joke at first, but nope, that was his name.
So what does he claim? What's he claim Giants won't pass it because of? Oh, I like your nice little square there on the field. Very geometric. All right. Thanks, JFK.
Wait,
I
this
just-
grain cart does have big door? Oh,
I just asked because I can't navigate Facebook at all. I don't get it. It's written by a bunch of
so how did you
millennials that
unload
don't
this?
have the ability to concentrate for more than 10 seconds.
FARMER-KLEIN?
What's that?
How did you unload the grain cart?
You just open the pipe. Oh. So I can't stand the fact that whatever the hell you get when you go to your homepage, was it the timeline or whatever the crap it is? I can't stand the fact that one, it's not in order of, you know, when things happened. It's just randomly junk thrown in there, haphazardly. Rob, I really don't have a list. I really don't have a list of features I want to see.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the timeline that is in non-chronological order. It's just craps thrown in there. Or how about...
Plus, the console guys ought to be pretty thankful they're getting a brand name truck in the game, you know, Mac.
Yeah, that was a pretty big reveal. Or let's just toss in new stuff with old stuff. What about the idea of displaying me stuff I haven't seen? And then if I come back, not show it to me again. Huh? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Oh, Farm Sim Jim, we're not getting in any trouble. We're just ranting about how crappy Facebook is. James, what's up? Oh, Raz, you still here or did you leave? So you had your frames up? There we are. Oh, you can't see because of the, oh, let's do that. There we go. We can see that one. There, we can see that one. So that's basically 1440p. So that's what they call 2K. So it's in essence double the resolution, double the pixels of 1080p. With ultra high, right? Pretty much the same frames you were seeing, except your card is better than my card, right? And you're running at a lower resolution, so it should be able to pump them puppies out a lot more. If we rotate,
Hello, William. How are you doing?
we'll see it change. Now, overall, though, it is smooth. You know, it doesn't feel jerky. It's probably what you were experiencing, too. Is it might be showing 30 frames, but it's not, you know, it's not bad. How wide is this? It is the in-game Lily
I'm fine, thanks.
windrower.
Thanks for asking.
So it looks like it's grabbing about 2 passes with the mower. So yeah, there's 2 main things to be aware of. Is 1, your frame rate, and 2, your frame. What is the technical term?
Also wonder how they're going to make the weeds work with their version of seasons and the AI helpers working without having, you know, a whole field full of weeds so the AI can find them.
Frame latency. I think that's it. Basically, if you have low frames but the frames are consistent, then it's better than if you have even higher frames but there are, you know, inconsistent frame delays. I got a feeling that we're just going to see weeds across the field. We're not going to have the splotchy weeds. Because I think somebody that was able to be in the season's discussion post session heard that basically hay is automatic again. I think they said something like you mow and it comes out hay. But then I was like, well, how do you get silage bales? So there may be I hope there isn't a toggle like you turn the baler into hay mode, or you turn the mower into hay mode.
I think they got to be misinformed because that would be like going 3 steps backwards.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I thought for sure they found some kind of workaround for the weeds and seasons, so that's what I'm just out here in this big old weedy field, and it just kind of made me think of how they are going to incorporate that in 22.
Yeah, Raz, there's a bottleneck somewhere. Yeah, because I mean, look, I'm using 40% of my card. I mean, I'm not surprised I'm using 10 to 14% of the CPU. That doesn't surprise me one bit. Oh, now I'm looking the other way. I'm using 50% of the card.
And I don't know about FS22's competition. I hate to say it, it looks like cattle and crops just fell off the radar. I haven't seen an update in about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, they're the only real competitor, right? And if they're not continuing to, because they're still not even at what they said they were going to be at when they did a full release, right?
Yeah, they haven't hit multiplayer or any of that yet, but it's a shame because what they had going was pretty good. I mean, modding was a nightmare, but I'd leave up to the smart people. But the gameplay, it was pretty good.
Raz is calling it. He says CNC is it's going to be pronounced DOA on 11/22/21.
Did anyone see loading wagon?
I don't know what you said. Load what?
Did anyone know whereabouts of loading wagon?
Loading wagon. Oh, it's in the it's in the yard there. I disconnected the JCB when I was using the mowers, but that's back there too.
Wait, in the yard?
Yeah.
It should be in there.
It's basically where you left it. I just grabbed the tractor off of it. So, I mean, I get
Oh,
every-
here it is. Wait.
every day there's a comment. Every day there's a comment. Well, if cat on crops can have mud, or Giants needs to go to a new engine, like, and then they spout off SnowRunner, or they spout off cat on crops, and I asked one guy, I was like, okay. I was like, can you mow grass outside of a field in cat on crops? Can you create fields in cattle and crops? Can you merge or enlarge your fields in cattle and crops? Can you change the lay of the land in cattle and crops? Can you cut trees? Can you plant trees? Can you place buildings and basically start, you know, somewhere other than the farm that they give you? I haven't played cattle and crops, but I'm pretty sure all the answers are no.
Yeah, for me, the physics were nice, but, you know, I'm stuck in Germany looking at stuff I don't know and don't really care for. There wasn't enough mods, so you're pretty well stuck with a Kloss tractor, so it got old. It got old real quick.
So, you know, yeah, they have mud in a field, but that's the only place mud exists. Magically, as soon as you get off the field, you are on super firm terra firma. And everything. So if you're willing to forego all of the things that make Farm Sim a full sandbox game, that you can literally just do whatever, wherever, however, for the sake of mud, well then it sounds like cat on crops is exactly what you want. But I can tell you there's a whole lot of people that probably would not be willing to forego some of those other things just so they could get a little muddy. Well, here's the thing, Rob. SnowRunner, it looks pretty, but it's a static world. The world doesn't change. The trees are always there. The grass is always there. The dirt is always there. Everything about, other than the trees, everything about Farm Sim is constantly changing. The grass around the fields could be growing if you mow it. Obviously, all the fields are growing. SnowRunner is a static environment. The map never changes from the first day to the 10,000th hour you've been on it. Everything is exactly where you left it. So it is a open world game. It is not a sandbox, so to speak. At least the way I consider it. Keith Chase with the farmhand. Thank you for joining the channel, buddy. Welcome to the crew. Big old round of applause to Keith for joining the channel. Yeah, the same goes for Unreal Engine, right? People will haul out Unreal Engine. They should go to Unreal Engine. It's like, okay, give me the title of one Unreal Engine game that has a dynamic world that you can interact with. Is there an Unreal Engine game where you can cut grass? All right. Can you mow grass? Is there a game where you can mow the grass and it grow back? Is there an Unreal Engine game where you can harvest crops?
Yeah, William just said the same thing about fences.
The draw your fence thing?
Yeah, but it's way easier than in 19.
Oh yeah, placing anything in 19 is a nightmare because the camera's wonky. You can never get the view you want. And then you rotate your camera and then the whole building moves around and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. I gave up doing that. In GE, man, I could put a fence row all day, but I never even bothered in the game after the first time I had a 3-foot gap.
Yeah, so now it's just click and draw. You're like, heck yeah. I can make a fence all day long. That's exactly right, Phil. SnowRunner is not living, it's just there. It's a wax model, right? It's a dang nice looking picture.
And that leads us back to I'm waiting
that you
see
get
what
to
they
drive
do
in.
with them animal meshes. You can slap one of them down and then put your own fence and everything. They'll make life easy.
Yeah. I mean, that would also, would you be able to, how would you do triggers? Somehow you trigger would attach to the animal mesh?
Well, they're placeables. They already have pre-made, has all that in it. I just don't know if they redid the nav mesh so it could be on ground that's not actually super flat and actually work.
Well, Rob, that's different. That's fences in general versus placing fences, right?
I just gotta jump in a John Deere because I don't think we have any other corn headers laying around.
So yeah, it's basically, can you name an Unreal game that is as dynamic of a world?
Yeah, I think there were only 2 of them, yeah.
Now there is, what's that? Medieval
Which is
Dynasty?
okay. I just went with the ideal, so.
So there's that Medieval Dynasty, right? That has farming, like you go and you can harvest a field, right? And then I guess crops grow back, right? So I guess that might be the closest thing to Farm Sim in another game engine. But I mean, come on, these guys live and breathe game development. You don't think that they don't have a firm grasp on what another game engine can do?
Oh, hello, you look a lot bigger.
If some other game engine came out that could basically let them do everything that they wanted to do, that they have difficulty doing with the Giants engine, I have no doubt that they would move to it. But you know what? The only way you stay competitive is if you know what your competitors are doing. So the only way you can know if you need to spend the development time to enhance your own engine is to be aware of what are the other game engines capable of doing, and are they capable of doing what we want to do or not. I'm not a game developer. I can't say, oh, well, the Unreal Engine can do this. I don't know. I don't know what the dang Unreal Engine can do because I'm not a game developer. I don't live in it. We are on Discord. And there we go, people. Hidden stumps. Well, you know how to get rid of hidden stumps? You enable wireframe mode, and then you can see the stumps. That is the trick. Yeah, that's what they said. But everybody and their sister that is so in love with Unreal Engine, you know, they're armchair developers that insist that the Unreal Engine will do what they want because the Unreal Engine had parallax occlusion, you know, in whatever version. Oh, now we gotta find something to drive. Oh. What I found. Oh, that would be F4. F4 to go into wireframe mode. Oh, peanuts would have been nice, right? Maybe an expansion will bring peanuts. An hour to go. So guys, just a reminder, this is a charity live stream to help raise awareness to mental health. And we are on Binks's charity multiplayer server. If you hit explanation Binks, it will take you over to his channel. You can watch his side of the live stream. And if you take a look at the pinned post at the top of the chat, that'll take you to a web page that has a the charity campaign that he set up. And if you're interested in making a donation to that, you can read about the charity on that page and do your donation there.
And version 200.
And down we go. Definitely they have kept the animals kind of to their self, haven't they? We got to see some cows trotting around. We got to see one of the new animal buildings. I'm not a big fan of those blue icons floating above the triggers. I hope they can be turned off. Although I have to say, if they're automatic, then it might mean that it'll be easier for players to find triggers on mod maps. We got a car coming up on us. Watch out for the insane traffic. Yeah, now you can put nav meshes on slopes now, you just can't place them. Right? So you can't place a nav mesh on a slope, but if it is embedded in the map, then it can exist there. Well, JNS Farms, I would say that I've not traveled extensively in the Midwest, but I can tell you that in general, my experience with the Midwest is flatter than lots of places on the East Coast. Okay? I mean, we might not be talking flat as a board for miles, but overall, the Midwest is significantly flatter than most of the East Coast. Yeah, you gotta enable the dev console because you get wireframe. But their map is also not flat.
Well, there's a lot of moving parts and details you took care of to put this together, so I think it went off rather smoothly. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Four with the super chat. Thank you very much, buddy. Morning well spent with FK and the crew.
I think so as well. There were few people on the start that were quite a big creators from the FS community.
Next time you do this, I think you should ask Brad Pitt instead of me. That'll probably draw in a little more people. They're probably, who's the daring guy?
Well, you could change your name to Brad Pitt.
There you go. I'll go 12 hours wearing a rubber mask and put up a green rug behind me. I'll be sitting here going, have you seen Angelina Jolie lately? Yeah, I wore that woman out. When it gets 30 minutes to go, I'm loading a truck up of poppies and selling it.
Oh, how about, did y'all notice the flowing water? Right? The flowing water on some of those screenshots.
Selling everything that's in the silos.
The water looked like it was flowing.
Crap ton of it. Yep. Barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn.
Sounds good.
Silage. Oh, we even have grass bales. Anyone seen them?
You baled grass?
Yeah, it says grass bales.
We're
That
not
we
messing
have-
with them. The best we can do is 16 at a time. I'm not doing it.
But where are they?
Random
No
Insanity, what's up? Yeah, we were talking a little bit ago what AI helper menu might be. Why would I need a menu for the AI helper, right? What could that be? Some thought it might be like tasks, like go do this, go do that. Does that mean that the helper, like cattle and crops, would drive to the location?
How many bales did we do on No Man's Land? I don't want everybody to think I'm snobby, but I kind of don't like messing with bales too much anymore.
Tens of thousands. Yeah, what would I need to configure the helper to work a certain way? I don't know. It's all speculation, but man, it is awful curious. I mean, they said that we weren't going to have. They said we weren't going to have GPS, right? But if we're not going to have GPS, then we've seen enough pictures, screenshots of vehicles and implements basically skipping lanes. Was that just done for the purpose of the screenshot? Was it hinting at some feature not called GPS? Maybe called lane skipping? It's hard to say. But I'm sure we will learn about the AI helper menu in due time.
Just have a look. How many semis do we have?
I only know 2.
2, yeah.
So then they also hinted that there's a new mystery multiplayer feature. What could that be? They implied that you can sell your products to other players in multiplayer. Because it was asked if I have flour, but I don't have a bakery, can I deliver my flour to another player's
Either
bakery?
Sunflowers are bad yielders, or all these weeds have really choked this one out.
And they kept saying, You can
think it
you can
was the
sell
weeds.
your flour to the other player. So how does that work? Does the other player have to be on? I hope not.
You haven't done anything with them.
So, you know, if we can sell something to the other player, does it become like a sell point at that point? Does the other player get the product without money leaving their account? Would there be anything preventing someone from basically going in and say, you know, completely wrecking someone's bank account because they dumped 500,000 liters of flour in their mill and the other player didn't have the money to cover it? So they get on and next thing you know, they have no money because somebody sold them a ton of flour they didn't want?
Alright, after I unload this trailer, I'm gonna go to the shop to pick up the semi, and we gonna start selling everything from the silos.
No at
Alright,
all.
sounds good.
'Cause why not?
So yeah, lots of questions still. The mystery multiplayer feature. What's the AI helper menu? So I mean, yeah, we had lane skipping in the cinematic trailer, but we also could see it in a couple of the screenshots. There were a couple screenshots where it showed a vehicle, you know, tractor and implement on a field, and it showed basically lane skipping. Oh, I'd love it if dedicated servers could play with consoles, right?
Since we got 2 road runners, I'm gonna get the Hulk.
So, so yeah, I mean, right now consoles, they have to basically, you know, do session sharing. Someone has to share their game out for you to play, which means that, you know, you can only multiplayer when the host is on. But if a console player could connect to a console-enabled dedicated server, then they can experience multiplayer the way we PC players experience it. And that, you know, the server runs. Time happens. You can join it whenever. You don't have to wait for the host to be available. When the host shuts down, the game doesn't go away. It could become a persistent thing. I don't know. I think it has something to do with... I think it's a PC feature.
Oh, it even has animated shouts.
So yeah, it's like, are they being coy with us? In what they're calling GPS and what others are really wanting? Because, you know, the GPS we use is called guidance steering, right? In essence, it's the same thing. we set the tractor on a heading, and it locks the steering and says, "There you go." So it can, lane skipping. There's lots of, I guess, terms for the same general concept of setting your tractor on a heading and telling it the working width of your implement and say, I want you to skip lanes, skip every other lane, skip every 3 lanes.
For a long, long time. I always go for most.
Could have did without the concrete mailbox.
Yeah. $1 million. But the forestry is still a thing.
Central Grain, never been there. Is that a opinion? But
You can follow me. It's all the way north of the map.
all right, I tell you, it didn't look that bad. And since it said Central, I was confident.
No, it's not central to the map. Yeah, Jason. Our 2 harvesters, right? That would be great to do 2 harvesters. All right, Connor, catch you later. We're going to be doing ATS on Monday. We're going to hopefully finish up the potato event. I have to say, this truck's a lot quieter than the than those 82 studio trucks we've got on the other server. So, I mean, I think they said that the helper stuff was still in development, so they were still working on it. So there are features that aren't fully implemented yet that they are wanting to implement, or they're still fine-tuning things. What do y'all think of the mini map, the new mini map, the round mini map that's kind of shadowed on the sides? I'm not so sure about it because it rotates, and I'm not sure how long that's going to take to get used to. So I need to try to remember on Monday to ask them if the mini-map rotation can be turned off. What happened to Darren? What load do you have?
Sunflowers.
I don't know, are they maybe heavier? I got barley.
Good Lord, man, a car just ran right up under me.
Yeah, those cars are vile. They have no mercy.
See, yeah, I mean, the fact that it rotates, if you're trying to use it as a point of reference, it's spinning around constantly. You're like,
well, obviously, I'm not keeping up with you now. I'm trying to get my trailer off these cars.
Do we need to turn traffic off?
Well, if we're going to be doing 40 minutes of this cart, yeah, maybe. Holy crap, now my trailer just got rammed again and did a tornado. Now it's out in the field and there's a fence. Now how?
Farmer Cup. There we go. Grip, 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 grip. Oh my.
Out of curiosity, do we have super strength at all?
No.
Alright, never mind. I found a way into the field. I just got back up and avoid cars.
The trailer just flew in here?
After about the fourth or fifth car railed in it while I was spinning on its top end.
Well, you've left some of your own carnage over here. There's 4 cars that have been merged into one long, stretched vehicle. Oh, now there's a 5th.
Well, it started out that they were trying to park under the hopper of the trailer. Then when I unhooked the truck to do something, well, then the trailer took off.
Yeah, Binks is gonna have to turn traffic off.
All right.
It's just piling on top of each other. Oh, there it went away.
It's off.
There, the suicidal traffic is gone.
See, I know Giants tries their best, but I will not play their game without super strength.
Oh, that's how baby Priuses are made? I don't know if you all can even see, Darren.
I mean, really, for this game, it would be cool, like fence posts and stuff like that. If you smacked it with a vehicle, they'd break. Then you could, like, drive your way back out.
Where's he at? Oh, here he comes. There he is. Oh, yeah, there's one over on the Mod Hub now. 82 Studios has a tow truck. So there's the house you spawn in at.
Who would have thought that central grain is not so central?
No, it's definitely not. JFK says we need a real person helper menu for Darren. There he comes. Turn right over the bridge. And here we are. Wow, this is a really advanced grain elevator that can take 2 different crops at the same time.
You don't see that every day.
No, leave it to us to figure out something new.
Airways fast.
No more traffic. Nice leisurely drive at 51 miles an hour. This is set in New York State. But if you wanted to pretend it was Canada, you could definitely do that. You know, no reason to preclude that possibility. All right, 30 minutes to go. Are you good? Are you gonna make it?
I'm not asleep yet, so I hope so.
That's good.
Drive a truck and turn that traffic back on. That should get your adrenaline going.
Crap. It just did, because I just jumped without any traffic.
Oh, you jumped the truck?
Yep.
Nice. Mine won't go fast enough to jump.
I was doing almost top speed.
And we're back. That Wreck-It, it has a It has a like lift arm, right? How does it attach to the vehicle?
What's the top end in your truck, Klein? Mine's 51, so apparently I got
that's
the wrong motor. Or...
That's it, 51.
Mine is 83.
Oh.
I know.
I couldn't imagine hitting that mailbox at this speed.
I managed to get out. Because this trailer
Well,
has
what's
this
up?
advantage that my back wheels were wedged into the ground. Front wheels were in the air. And I did manage to sleep with those back wheels.
You went that way. Oh, it uses straps. Darren Will's working on Eastern Shore.
Yeah, we figured that. Like we'll get to see it what November 1st.
Yeah. Couple weeks before. Right?
Right. Then we'll have to wait for them to release GE so he can convert it and we can take another look at it. I'm only kidding, Will. No, don't get sick for the next 2 weeks. You just take your vitamin C. Take vitamin C. You live down in Florida, drink a lot of orange juice, and pump that baby out. All right, what are you selling? So we can kind of sell the same thing and empty a silo.
Barley.
The wheat is empty already.
Oh. What happened here? Somehow it hit the immovable guardrail. Well, you know, the guardrail's easier to hit than those invisible guy wires some people put on maps.
Orly's empty.
Central grain takes wheat, but I cannot sell it for whatever reason.
Make sure you're on tip side, front or back.
You.
I am.
They are. These guardrails are brutal.
Thanks.
I don't know if you can go around back. Can you?
There's always a way.
Oh no.
That's a crappy wait station back there.
Yeah.
All right, Binks, we're gonna race. See who gets back to the farm first. I mean, you got 30 mile an hour faster than that truckman I do.
All right.
We're gonna settle it once for all. Is the other way faster if you've got a faster truck?
But you've got advantage that you know the map, and I don't.
Well, you just came up from there.
Well, but you might know some shortcut or something.
There's Darren.
Get ready to turn, Bink.
So I don't know how many million we started out with. I don't think we're gonna make our money back.
I don't know where you're going, but I think you want that road behind you.
No, this was road below. Because of those barriers, I won't be able to go there.
Okay. This is the first time I've been on the map, so.
Yep. But I tried already.
Yeah, he just wants to go off-roading.
Yeah, Klein's gonna beat you because you're like taking the scenic route.
I mean, he put his John Deere in a ditch earlier today, going off-roading.
Almost. I managed to get it out.
I was like, there's a river there. He's like, what? No, no.
Well, I obviously didn't know that. If I knew, I wouldn't go in a ditch.
So, Darren, I think in 2 weeks we're going to do a Cannonball Run ATS live stream on Monday. We're gonna whoever's going to join, we're all going to have the same load. We're going to have to go to the same destination, but we're going to have like 3 cities that we all have to drive through, and beyond that, everybody gets to make their own course. But they all have to go through those 3 cities to get to the destination. And it's going to be whoever gets there first wins.
Well, I've seen like there's no traffic laws need obeyed, nothing. It's pretty much Who crashes the least wins?
You're forfeit if you don't arrive at your destination with the loads you left with. So if you need to call a wrecker, then you're done.
That sounds interesting. I might have to hook my wheel up for that one.
Yeah, I think I'll throw the Wyoming DLC out as a winner gets the prize. Yeah, well, the Cannonball Run. I'm going to try to do a load from as far north as we can get in Washington to somewhere in New Mexico. And then let the audience pick a city out of 3 different states that we have to drive through. And then I'll give everybody 5 minutes to lay out their course. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. And then hopefully enough people that are participating in it will stream themselves, so that yeah, so they won't just be watching my view. I win. So I know Diesel can stream. So if he's doing it, that's 1. If Raz streams, that's 2. Yeah, if you want to do traffic laws and you want to have if you want to stop at stoplights, that's fine. Yeah, you can take the tortoise approach from the tortoise and the hare. Brett, but we don't have anybody running blocker for us. Because it's going to be on convoy mode. So that's why I thought kind of the Cannonball Run idea would be a little bit more akin, where you've got to run across country. You've got checkpoints, but how you get between the checkpoints is all up to you.
Now what are you hauling?
Oats, I emptied it. Haha, we did it!
Are we using the mass mod in this play?
No.
Alright, well then it's just in my head, but the barley went up the road a hell of a lot quicker.
Well, that's what I had the first trip. So maybe sunflowers are heavier.
It's a thing, it sure felt like that because I was cresting that tall part of that one hill and it was down to 30.
Maybe you just need to clean your injectors. Haven't seen Darren. Where did he go? Maybe he went the other way.
I did when I was checking out the physics of that mailbox.
And we come to a halt. Oh, we're gonna top 22 million. Next load.
Okay, we just wiped out soybeans and canola.
Alright, I got canola as well.
Let's go. One more load, I think, before it's time. Unless these guys are super committed to sell. Oh, we need to get poppies. We need to get those poppies out of the bin before the law comes. Where are these guys at? Full throttle farming, baby. I lifted a little in that corner. The grip on this truck is amazing. Oh, here it comes. We only had a truck that could jump. Wonder how many poppies we've got. Oh, barley wheat, poppy. Oh, 150,000 liters of poppies. So that's 6120. We got 6120, 180. So 2.5 loads of poppies. They look a lot like canola. All right, Darren, distract the wall. I got a load of poppy.
And 4 Al Capone.
We got another load and a half of poppy, too. 22 million. Oh, we're bogging down. 36, 34, 32, 30,
All right, folks, you got like
29.
3 minutes for a thank you for a donation, so you could do something nice tonight, and then maybe you don't have to like get up and go to church in the morning or something, you know, a trade-off.
And in the process, you can win a copy of Farming Simulator if you want.
Ooh, FS19 Premium Edition, you say?
Yep. RTC2 Giants, come on, Darren.
What do these fine individuals need to do?
Just raise a hand that they want to.
Ah, so head over to Binks' channel and raise your hand. It's that simple. Explanation Binks to get the link. It's also in the description. Oh, I hope we got a good price on Poppy. Get that. That was full down. Full throttle, non-stop.
Alright, 4 o'clock. I'm done.
4 a.m. You made it 12 hours of non-stop
Thank
gaming. You feel more mentally tough?
Somewhat, yes. And the total amount 326 from Facebook and 225 from Version. So after conversion it will be $894. More or less.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, we
A
gotta
bunch
go
of
to
old
the.
farts just driving around in pretend trucks, flipping all over the place. I think
We
that's
gotta go to
pretty
the
damn
airport
Exactly. Yeah.
to drop this one off.
So thank you very much for your help. Thank you for everyone who donated.
Oh, we can't end it without exporting our poppies.
Yeah,
This
because
is a
coming
this
back
is-
to the farm, I'd like to actually go the right way at least once. I mean, I'm doing better in Binks, but still, I keep missing that road.
Oh, the money's rolling now.
Wow.
That's just one half of the load. Ah, $136,000. Victor's Import Exports really wants his poppies. All right, guys, that is gonna do us for the night. Big shout out, thank you for coming out and watching, and to all those that donated, big shout out and thank you to that also. We will probably just be taking a break tomorrow night and not streaming, but we will be back in ATS on Monday night doing our ATS convoy night for Pony Express Transport. We're going to continue to try to get our potato loads to finish out our personal goals for the Idaho Spuds event. The Idaho Spuds event runs until August 15th. And I have to say, I've got an idea that we might be seeing Wyoming soon after August 15th. That's just a guess. So until next time, happy farming.